Hi, my name's Steve. I'm here at Makita UK and we're going to be showing you what comes in the box and how to put together the WST07 Mitre saw stand. The main new feature with this stand compared to our previous one is now with the new extension arms, this now extends to a massive 3.8 metres wide. So plenty of scope there for the material you're cutting. It also has some new designed brackets for your mitre saw that actually go onto the stand themselves to make it much easier. It's toolless, it's just a clip of the hands, so we're going to show you them as well. So opening the box up, as you can see, it's nice and well packed in there, so nothing moves around, nothing slides around in transportation. There's plenty of polystyrene in there packed in to keep it in place. So one box here, the first box we open. That has our right hand side bracket for the mitre saw and our supports and roller for the end of the stand. In the other box we have the stand for the left-handed side bracket. The two adjustment plates depending on what type of saw you're using, so if you're using the smaller type of mitre saws you may need to use these brackets to fix it. You also have your two caster wheels and your handle as well, which need to be screwed onto the stand itself. And a few bolts and Allen keys. There's not too many though, only 4 bolts in there, so there's not much to put together. So then we come to the stand itself now. It's nice and lightweight, so it's not too heavy to hold on your own. It is designed with the carrier handles as well to be carried with one hand. So it's well balanced. You will find you have one handle that's already been fixed on the machine there, so it's nice and lightweight and easy. And then once we fix the other handle onto that end, as well as the caster wheels, it's nice and easily movable. So that's everything that comes in the box in the WST07 stand. We're just going to put these bits all together now and then we'll mount a mitre saw to it. So now we've got the WST stand up, I'll just show you the clamps themselves that the mitre saw mounts to. So inside your channel there you can see we have some captive nuts that slide up and down, so depending on the size of your mitre saw, depends on where you position them and screw down the mitre saw into them captive nuts. If you do need to adjust it in any way to get different sizes for your different saws, by undoing them 2 bolts at the bottom, you can slide the rail up and down as well, to then give you access to the areas that you need to be able to screw down. You can as well, if it is a little bit out of line, if it's been knocked in transport, you can undo them screws and then change the parallel on the arms there as well. So if they're not parallel with the saw on the stand, you can adjust it by undoing them screws. They will move left to right. We then go on to the new clamps themselves. So they are quick release clamps. They're a grip type clamp. So what you need to do when you're mounting this onto the machine is put the front end in first, grip the clamps, snap it down at the back end, lock it into position, and then once the clamp's in position, you can slide it up and down with the mitre saw mounted by pulling up the grip and sliding it up and down the saw as well. So you don't have to take the saw off to move it. So to clamp it down nice and easy, front end on, push down to clamp, and then if we want to slide the mitre saw left and right, we just lift up the clamp ends and we can slide it up and down the rail to the desired location on the saw.
Yes, yes.
So that is the WST07 stand from Makita. It does extend to a massive 3.8 metres in width, so plenty of scope for the materials you're cutting. On this end you have a slide end that you can slide over the top, or if you take these two screws out and lift the plate up, it can be used as a stop end. The other end has a rollable, so it's nice and easy to feed your material down through the saw. Also on that end you do have your hex key fitted into the end, so if you do have any trouble with your mitre saw or you need to change the mitre saws, you can use the socket that's on the end there. Handle there for transportation as well, so when the saw's folded down, by dragging it with that handle you have the casters here so it can roll freely, but you must remove the saw when you're doing that, don't do it with the saw on. You can then, with the saw off again, if you don't want to use the rollable wheels, it has been balanced so the single handle in the middle is perfectly balanced for one-handed use down by your side. And then even if you don't want to use the saw stand at all, you can see these big rubber intruded pieces on the end of the rails. You can take the saw off and place it down onto the floor or onto a work surface, and it will raise it from the bottom, so it will give you some clearance as well for cutting the materials as well. So that is another option. Down on this back foot you do have an adjustable foot as well, so if you are on an uneven work surface and you want to balance your saw out, by adjusting that foot there it will be able to balance the saw out and keep it nice and stable. So along with the extra 3.8 metres in length, you also have got the clip handles or quick grip handles down at the bottom, so to remove the saw now it's just a case of squeezing the grips, lifting the saw off, and then also if you need to move the saw into position, again lift the grips up and slide the saw left and right. So that is the WST07 from Makita.